everybody, welcome back to episode 7 of Rattle Together. Remember, we achieve success through rattle. Respect, ambition, tenacity, trustworthiness, loyalty, and empathy. All things that you should be displaying every day. Characteristics, not things that you should be displaying every day, all the time. Alright, so let's get started. Yesterday's riddle was a little bit easier than the day before, but still tricky. I still tricked some of you that I know of. So, the riddle was, and I might say the colors and the Mr. and Mrs. out of order, but same idea, was Mr. Blue lives in the blue house. Ms. Red lives in the red house. Mr. Green lives in the green house. Ms. Yellow lives in the yellow house. Who lives in the white house? Now, someone said it was Mr. Ms., that it was Mr. White because there was a pattern of Mr. Ms., Mr. Ms., Mr. Ms. And that's awesome that that person found a pattern. Good job, kiddo. And, but I have to say it's not the answer. So, the hint is, who lives in the White House? The answer is the president. A lot of you are going, oh, of course, the president lives in the White House. We knew that. So, yeah, silly one. And today's riddle. Are you ready for today's riddle? Today's riddle. What has hands but never claps? What has hands but never claps? If you're thinking about that one, you can send me a video of your answer. You can message me, email me, whatever, before tomorrow. If you don't get it to me before tomorrow, that's okay too. Whenever tomorrow is for you. Because you might be watching these and it might be way later in the future, or further in the future, than the day that is today for me. Anyway, so that's the riddle. Now, we're going to do our caterpillar check-in. And I did measure them yesterday. Hold on. I have a ruler. Where did I put it, though? Found it. I had a ruler. Now, I measured them by, like, just holding the ruler next to it. So my measurements are not exact. I didn't, like, take the caterpillars out and stretch them out to see. But they were, you know, pretty straight on the sides. So I had 2 of them were 3/4 of an inch long, which is, can you see on the ruler? That would be from here to here. 2 of them were about that big. One of them was a full inch, and one of them was 5/8 of an inch, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. So a little bit smaller. That was our small guy. Now I'm going to show you how they're doing today. Let's check them out. I'm going to be gentle with them, so gentle. They're moving around. They've been eating a lot. I can almost not even tell, actually I can't tell anymore who that little teeny tiny one was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's still 5 in there, still moving around, all of them. And today, I will do the same thing. I will measure them again by just holding this up. Oops, that was the centimeter side. Holding it up. This one is 3/4 of an inch. I'm wondering if that was the tiny one yesterday. This guy, he's a little bit bent. And he is also about 3/4 of an inch. I can't really tell. They're too far away, and that one is too far away. This one, if he was stretched out, would definitely be at least an inch. And I think this is our last guy. He is also about 3/4 of an inch. I'm not really sure, though, because, again, I'm not stretching them out flat. They're on the sides of a container. So those are our caterpillars today. And they are still in their larval caterpillar stage. No one has done anything different. They've just been growing. Oh, that guy's saying hi. Look at him moving around in there. Alright, I'm going to put him back. So, those are our guys. When they do finally make crystallize, we will add it to our chart, our life cycle. It's going to be a wheel at the end. It isn't yet, though, obviously. Okay, so next we're going to check in with our 2 experiments that we have going right now. So First we had our pennies. I don't know if you can see them very clearly. Let me tilt this so that you can see better. You can see that they are definitely starting to turn. They've got some green happening on them. I'm going to add a little bit more vinegar, see if we can get them even greener. So, where's my vinegar? Vinegar. Just pouring a little bit more on. The one in the middle is definitely getting green. It's got green spots all over it. And then the one. So see the middle, and then this one up here definitely is green. And the other three are a lot slower to turn, it looks like. So that was that experiment. Then we also had our colorful, our rainbow experiment. Oh, moving it so slowly so I don't make a mess. I took my printer away from there since it doesn't work anyway. Figured I would let that be a space for our experiments to live for now. Okay, so here we go. What is happening? Can you guys tell what's happening? Like, you can see it definitely with the blue and with the red. You can kind of see it. What's happening, guys? What do you think? Any ideas? You're right. The color is climbing up the paper towel. It's climbing up, up, up. So, and in the blue one, it's even starting to go down the other side. Can you see that? Not, there we go. It's starting to go down on both sides. So, if you have a prediction for what it's going to look like tomorrow or what's going to happen in the end, write down your prediction. It'd be cool to see if you get it right. So that was our yesterday's experiment, and I'm again going to very carefully. Oh no, I knocked down some stuff, but not any. I didn't knock over those guys. All right, so for today's experiment, guys, we are gonna make a mess and have a lot of fun. You ready? We're gonna make bouncy balls. It's going to be kind of like making slime for a minute, but then it's going to solidify into a ball. So, let me tell you the ingredients that you will need first. You ready? You're going to need, well, these are ingredients and materials. A bowl. 1 tablespoon, 1/2 a teaspoon, half a teaspoon, full tablespoon. This cup has 4 tablespoons of water in it. 4 tablespoons of water. That's the first thing you're going to want to do. You're going to need a towel or a paper towel just for your hands to kind of keep them dry. You're going to need a little bit of borax. You certainly don't need a giant box like this one, but this is what I have. And you're going to need cornstarch. Okay, these are the things that you'll need for this experiment today. So, if you need to get these things, if your grown-up says you can get these things, go gather them together and pause the video. Tablespoon, 1/2 a teaspoon, small bowl, cup, 4 tablespoons of water, borax, cornstarch, towel or paper towel. All right, and let's begin. I've actually written out, like it's a recipe. I've written it on this card, so I'm going to follow that. So, I'm going to be as clear as I can. In your cup, put your 4 tablespoons of warm water. I think I forgot to say that before. You want warm water. Don't know why, but that's what it says. So 4 tablespoons, that needs to stop moving, of warm water. In this cup with the warm water, you're going to put 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. See? Cornstarch. 3 tablespoons of this. Going to move it down. And I'm just gonna kind of like tap it. I'm gonna use my ruler. You could use a knife maybe to just scrape it down so that it's even. So there's 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Oh no, I just realized I forgot something. We're gonna use pencils because that's what I've got in this room. And 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And 1 more makes 3. You're right. 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. Try not to make as big of a mess as Miss Burns is doing, but you know, have a grown-up help you. Do not do this unless your grown-up says it's okay. Okay, so we've got our cornstarch mixed in. Oh my goodness gracious. Mr. Lee is not going to be happy when he cleans my office. Okay, and then a half a teaspoon, that's the smaller one, a half a teaspoon of the borax, which isn't even open yet. Probably should have opened it first before starting this video. Okay. Bear with me, guys. It's one of those pop it in, but it doesn't actually pop in. Oh my goodness. I hope I don't have to start this video over just because of how crazy this is. Do not do this at home, kiddos. If you are having trouble opening a box, you get a grown-up to do it. There we go. I'm cutting on this perforated line that was supposed to pop open, and it didn't. Alright, so half a teaspoon of that. Oh, it's not quite a half a teaspoon. There we go. Boop. Right in there. And that's it. Now I'm done with these 2 things. Cornstarch is always so messy. Always, always messy. Oh my gosh, guys, you should see my pants right now. They were black pants. Oops. Okay, so I've got that. Now we are going to set that aside for a second. And in the bowl, you're going to put, oh, I forgot an ingredient. I forgot to tell you that you need glue. Here it is. Just your regular old white glue. I'm so sorry I forgot to tell you that. So you didn't have all the ingredients before, and I hope that you didn't start without the glue. Okay, so you'll need glue. You're going to need 1 tablespoon of glue. So the reason that I had you do the other stuff first is so that you don't have glue stuck in your tablespoon and then you're, you know, putting other stuff in it and then it'll all be stuck in the tablespoon and it won't be able to get it out. I'm so sorry that I forgot to tell you about the glue. I'll make sure to put the ingredients in the description. So I've got my tablespoon of glue. I'll pour that in there. Can anyone guess what thing I forgot? I forgot something to stir with. Oh, I'm going to use this half a teaspoon actually. I'll use the bottom of it. And I'm actually going to use it to kind of scrape the glue out of my tablespoon. Oh my goodness, guys. Already so messy. Messy is fun. Alright. And I'm going to stir in a little bit of food coloring. You do not need food coloring. It is not a necessity. If you have it and you want to put a little bit in, I literally just reached in. This one is empty. This one is not. I'm going to put a couple drops of food coloring in it. Looks like I'm making red. Or pink, or whatever color it is. And I'm going to stir that. Stir it up. It's looking nice and red. And now, I'm going to give, actually I'm going to leave this in here, and I'm going to use my scissors. You guys know me, whatever's nearby, to stir this mixture up a little bit. Oh my gosh. Now, if you've ever made like oobleck before, you know that when you put cornstarch in water, it is hard to stir. So we're going to stir it around a little bit. Try and mix it up. See, it loosened up. It's hard at first. In some spots it's still hard, but once you stir it, once you get going, it loosens up. Now, what I was going to do, I was going to use popsicle sticks for this stirring part, but I totally spaced on that. All right, now I'm going to pour this into my bowl. Oh my gosh, it's all gloopy and gloppy. And again, I'm going to use this to scrape it in. get as much of it in as I can. And then I'm going to start stirring it, mixing it all together. See how it's like already a slimy blob right there? Okay. Trying to get as much of the ingredients into this bowl as possible. Now I'm just going to stir this together, and it's going to start like coming together in like a ball and sticking together. Oh my gosh. It's definitely going to be more pink than red. Oh, I'm splashing everywhere, splashing and splattering. Oh my goodness gracious. Now, once it's like a big gloop, see how it's like one big glob right there? I'm going to mix it again for just a little bit longer. And then I'm going to take it out, and this is the part that gets messy. This is why I said have a towel nearby for your hands, because we're going to use our hands, and we're going to roll it into a ball. I could actually probably make 2 bouncy balls with this stuff. Oh my gosh, guys. All right, you ready? Ew, it feels so gross. It feels like slime. I'm actually like rubbing it on the sides to make sure I get more stuff in there. Okay. And I'm just going to smush it together and start rolling it. Ugh, gross. I'm kneading it, kneading it, kneading it, kneading it. Oh my gosh. This is disgusting. I should have done this last today. And I'm going to wipe my hands off on the towel. Kind of get some of that wet off. And I'm going to start, because I think I'm going to break it into 2. That's a lot. Oh my goodness. It felt weird to break it apart. And I'm going to roll this one into a ball. Ugh. My hands are too wet. Gotta keep drying them up. Okay, I'm rolling it. Uh-oh, it's not really staying together, so I'm gonna squeeze it a little more. Dry my hand a little bit. Squeezing, rolling, 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 rolling. Oh my gosh, I'm making the biggest mess ever everywhere. Mine is not sticking together. I put it down for a second, just so I can. I'm gonna try like rolling it on the table, kind of like. No, it doesn't even. It's just so slimy that it's kind of going everywhere. Oh my gosh, guys! Not at all a ball. Not at all. I wonder if my other half would make a ball. So sorry, I keep going out of the frame. Oh, this one is rolling better. Hopefully yours is rolling nicely. Oh, much better. And I'm gonna keep going, keep doing that and rolling it. I don't know why this half of it is working better than the other half was. Very strange, but it's becoming a ball, definitely. See? It's getting stickier, less wet. I'm still drying my hands off though. Feels kind of like glue, you know, when you like squeeze the glue onto your hands and rub it around and then peel it off later. That's kind of what it's feeling like. I'm just gonna keep it rolling, rolling, rolling on a river. Sorry guys, you know. Now it's really going. Getting it to be a ball. It's definitely drying out. It's definitely more like a ball now. If my hands weren't so messy. Alright. Not ready yet. I'm going to keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh my goodness, this is a workout. And to the right. Yeah, to the right. It's your left. To the left. To the right. To the left. Right, left, right, left. And bring it up. And bring it down. And roll it all around. Sorry, you guys, I'm silly Billy. Oh, a little bit of a bounce. I'm going to keep going. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. It's definitely, I can feel it like getting stronger. Oh no, it's starting to break apart. Look at what's happening. Oh no. I'm gonna smush it again. And then I'm gonna, oh gosh, now it's just all falling apart. I think the problem is that I smushed instead of just continuing to roll. Well, guys, sometimes our science experiments don't work out. But it definitely became like rubbery. It's not very bouncy. And it's certainly not like rolling into a ball. So this did not work out. Oh my goodness, guys. Sorry. Now I'm just playing with it. You can just play with it. It's kind of fun to play with. It's like less slimy than slime. Oh, it's forming a ball again. Maybe it just needs to be played with a whole bunch before it becomes a bouncy ball. Yep, it's starting to bounce. Look at that, guys. All right, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Yay! It's working out after all. So you guys can keep rolling, make your bouncy balls. Let me know how they turn out. Don't forget the ingredients do include glue, and you might want something to start with. Like look at that, it is bouncing. I bet the more we roll it, the bouncier it'll be once it dries out. And if it doesn't stay a ball, I read that you can just, you know, roll it back into a ball. There we go. It did work, guys. We made a bouncy ball. All right, it's not super bouncy or anything, but it is bouncing. All right, I'm going to set this aside because you don't want to watch me play with this for like another 20 minutes, do you? All right, put that over to the side. I'm a big mess, and I'm just going to leave it that way because, guys, one take wonder over here. You know how I roll. I'm not about to pause the video and clean up because then I would have to figure out how to edit the video. And Miss Burns, who is married to an excellent videographer. I don't have time for that. Then I won't get it uploaded fast enough for you guys. You know? I want you guys to get this content today. So, started out, thought we might not make it through, but we did. We survived. Alright, I'm going to end up going back down there in just a minute, but whew, I wanted to show you. Oh my gosh, guys. Can you see my pants? They're covered in cornstarch. Oh well. Alright, today's project. Craft. It's going to be a fun one. This is another craft by this, well, the same student. It's from the video of the same student, former student. So these are little guys and you race them to the bottom. Now in the video it looks like they're racing them to the top, but I honestly couldn't figure out how to race them to the top. So you would hang it from like a doorpost, and as you do this, see how it moves down? I'm going to push it back up. Moves down. If you have more than one, you and like your grown-up or sibling can play and race them. So for this, all you need is a piece of paper. Does not matter what kind of paper again, but the thinner the easier it is to fold. You'll need glue, and you'll need a piece of yarn. So yarn, glue, paper. Crayon if you want to draw on it. So here we go. I'm going to gather my materials. I'm going to put the cap to the glue back on so that I can use it properly. And then, wait, let's see guys, can I don't know if my chair moves down. We're going to learn together. My chair. I don't think it, oh it does, it has a thing. Let's see. It does not. Nothing. Oh well. Okay, so I'm gonna go back down and tilt the camera back up and get started. Oh, and you'll need a pair of scissors if your paper is not a square, which is always ideal. Where did I put the scissors? Oh yeah, I got nasty stuff all over the scissors. I'm just gonna wipe them off. Again, permission from a grown-up, and a grown-up's help with cutting if you are not yet capable of cutting on your own, or allowed to cut on your own. You're all capable of cutting. Okay, yarn. I'm just gonna put that aside, and I'm going to get myself ready. So if you remember, in order to make a square, we're gonna fold our paper, triangle with, you know, that bit on the end, and we're gonna line up the edge and make sure that the point comes to a point. So line it up right to the very edge. Yep, at the point, drag your finger back, push it out, push it out. If you have a square already, you still want to do this step and make the edge. And then, again, like before, you can draw your line and then cut it off, or you can just cut it off. I'm going to just cut it off today. Cutting off the end, cutting off the end, it's so much fun. Cutting off the end, oh yeah. I wrote that song just for you guys. You know, I worked hard all night on that song. Alright, so your paper should look like this. Now you've taken one corner and folded it to the other. So open it back up, and now do the opposite. Take this corner now and fold it to this corner. We've done this a few times in the last few days, so you should be good at it, getting good at it. Line it all up, push it back, push it out, push it out. Paper should look like this. Now we're going to fold this corner and put this tip, the tip here, or the vertex to this vertex. Okay, just like this. Line it up. Should go across the middle. Push it out. So now it looks like this. See? Boop, boop. Do the same thing on this side. The vertex to the vertex. Point to point. Push it down. Flatten it out. Now it should look like this. And you have these two flappy, 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 flappies, but leave them up. And what you're going to do now is fold these down so that you're folding it to the corner, like that, to this spot. So as you fold it, it'll kind of go into a diagonal on its own, like that. You see how I folded it just like at this corner down? And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. At the corner, I'm going to fold it down to that corner. Put it down and press it down. I hope I did this right. Yes, I did. Okay. Next step. This is like 2 pieces of paper at the top, or it is 2 pieces. It isn't like it. It is it. So take the front piece and fold it down, and you're going to fold it down, not all the way. This is kind of, it's super not precise. Make sure the middle is in the middle, so you're lining up your seam, your crease with that crease. Mine is not lined up because I'm holding it up to you, but you know, I'll move it over. And then however far down you want to go, I just kind of went like that. So I'm going to make it straighten out and then push my finger down and fold it out, fold it out. So now it looks like this. Oops, oh no. So now it looks like this. Okay, and now I'm going to do the same thing again with this one. I'm going to fold it down, but not all the way. But again, the crease down the middle, and fold it back and fold it back. So it looks like this. So see how my crease lines up all the way down? And this is just however much of a stripe you want. Okay? Now you're going to flip it over so that in front of you it's like this. And you're going to fold it, this point to the crease and this point to the crease. Like so. So I just fold it over. When that point touches the crease, I stop and I push it down and I make a crease. So now it's like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to fold it. This little point is going to go to the middle crease. And it's getting tricky because, again, as we've learned, the thicker the paper gets tricky to fold. And creasing it. So now it looks like this. And now we're going to use our glue and our yarn. So leave it like this, or like this. I'm going to do it like that. So that's what you should be looking at. Take your yarn, fold it in half. So put the two ends together and then do this. Now put it through and push it to the sides. Push it into those corners, or edges rather, the creases, and just leave it like that. Take your glue. Oh, Miss Burns, what did you do to the glue? Okay, good. And you're going to remember, dot, dot, not a lot. On this part, a dot. And then, leaving the yarn there, you're going to fold it over and hold it down while it dries for a minute. I just made a little bit of a mess, it's okay. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. But I'm going to hold it. Do, 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 do. Holding down my thing so it glues. Having so much fun. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Leaving the yarn in the crease. I'm going to put a dot of glue here. And then fold it back down. Push it and hold it for a little bit. And we're holding it. And I've got a big chunk of bouncy ball on my hand. Look at that. I'll wash my hands after. Definitely. I mean, you should be washing your hands a lot anyway right now. Don't forget to sing happy birthday 2 times, or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, or whatever your favorite song to sing is for that. Okay, so now it's glued, and it looks like this. And now I'm going to color mine. You don't have to. You can leave yours plain and do whatever you want. I'm gonna make some squiggle, or I'm gonna make some dots this time. Dot, 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 dot. Look at that, a row of dots. And now up here, what should I do? I know. I'm gonna do stripities out. Stripity, 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 stripity. Stripes are just lines, right? I'm gonna do some more on this side. Stripity, 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 stripity. Ooh, I made them at like 2 angles, so they're kind of like these. So now it's complete, and you hang this on a door, like a doorknob or handle, and you race it by, I'm going to try again with this. Let's see. I'm hoping you guys can see me do it. I'm using this safety pin. Don't do it on a safety pin. So I'm pulling, just pulling the sides makes it go down. And then you can push it back up. Move the sides to slide it back down. That's fun. Alright, so now we have, our craft is complete. That was a pretty nice, easy craft, right? And it's a fun one. Thank you to my former student. I don't know if she wants her name out there, so I won't use it. But thank you for that project. Man, this stuff is all dried to my hands now. I'm going to go back and check on our, oh my gosh, our bouncy ball flattened out like a pancake, just sitting over there. I wonder, it's been drying over there for a while. What happens if I roll it up now? Will it roll? Will it roll? Will we ever know? It is not rolling up. It is definitely not forming into a ball, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Let's see if it bounces. It does still bounce, kind of. But not a lot. A little bit. So that was fun. Fun, messy. Didn't work at first. Certainly didn't work the way that it should have, but it did work a little bit. So I'm happy with it. All right. So our caterpillars grew a little bit. Our food coloring traveled on the paper towel a little bit. Penny's got a little bit greener. Hedgie, Grimly, and Penny all say hi. They love you all so much. I hope that you guys have been making your paper airplanes, racing your caterpillars, having a whole ton of fun. Don't forget, you can post pictures of all of your experiments and all of your crafts on Facebook, Rattle Together. That's our Facebook page. We also have a Desert Willow page, but I don't believe that you can post on that one. And you can message me, you can email me. We'll go over that as usual in just a second. And I have started to get together the idea for our Spirit Week. I haven't gotten any feedback from you guys yet on it, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun and reading rainbow style. So it'll give you guys opportunities to make your own videos. Wow, today's video is quite long. Okay, so my email, rburns@kusd.org. My Facebook, fb.me/rattletogether, RATTLE, to get her, TOGETHER. Or you can message me, m.me/rattletogether, RATTLE, to get her, TOGETHER, period. Alright? I hope to hear from you guys soon. I love you. I miss you. I hope you are all happy, healthy, and safe. Mwah!